What you girls doing? Well, I've been weeding this bed, or trying to weed this bed, and you can see what I've got done. I had to go around my bleeding heart. Got asparagus right there, and well, I've got plenty of columbines, but these girls decided they were going to come out and hunt for worms, and they've been hunting for worms right alongside of me weeding. I've got my bucket there, but I done throwed a bunch out, and thought I'd add that in the video. That's Ethel and the gang. Right here's Ethel. She's spoilt. See, I'm the spoiltest chicken in the world. And then Big Gertie. She's getting more used to us. And then we got Leghorn over here. He's a beaut. Hi, Leghorn. What are you doing? What are you doing? And they're probably waiting on cat food or something. They like bread. And then, of course, their feed. And then they eat worms because they go wherever they like. So, here around the house. Well, I'm weeding this flower bed, and you see Ethel came to visit, hoping to find her something good. I've got this much done. I got to get around them big roses. Over here, all but my snow, I think they're snow glories. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. And I've got my hand hung. Here's what she's looking for. Our soil is full of red worms and night crawlers. And that's what Ethel's wanting. Look, Ethel, look what Mama found. See? But she's hunting for those. I don't want her to take them all, but she eats some of them. And I'm trying to clear this bed out to plant some wildflowers or annuals or perennials, whatever. And when I plant my seed, I'll probably have to put Ethel up. See, here we've got another little visitor. Here he is. They are all in here. Every time I pull weeds out, I find worms. Isn't that right, Ethel? Yep. Hi, Romeo. What are you doing? But there she comes over this way. She's hunting for the worms. Look how pretty this dirt is. And right here is what I was talking about. I also got big old night crawlers. See the difference? That's good. The dirt looks really good. Cover these guys back up. Ethel's not out here now, so she's not out here. She would be trying to get them. I'm just pulling weeds. I want to get all these roots out. But over here, the dirt is really looks good. Look how dark that dirt is. Okay, I've been weeding this flower bed here, and I've been using this thing. You can see it's got blades on the bottom of it, or hooks or something. Very hard to use though, in my opinion. You stomp on it, and then you got to twist. And I still like, well, around this rose and my vine, and then I like over there, around the edge there. But if you can see, I left the snow glories for the bees, and then a few dandelions and little violets. But I've got a lot of it done. The rose tree's looking really pretty. That rose I've got to trim the dead out of. I've got this side done. These two roses, we have some dead we have to trim also. And the chickens were breaking my bleeding heart after I got the weeds out from around them, so that's why I got that wood there. But these two roses, I actually trimmed on a bad day. I trimmed whenever it was on Leo, So I've got to go back tomorrow and just tip the edges. I trimmed the dead off is all I did, but I don't trust it. Leo's a very barren sign, so I'll go back and just tip where I tipped, like right here. So I'm doing it on a good day. And then I've got to do this part too. And then I've got some columbines come up. I thought I'd add into this video, I'm going to be planting some seeds in here. Around these rocks, I want to plant some sea roses, moss rose. That's what they look like. And they're really pretty. And then I want to do like, I see a few weeds poking through. Well, a dandelion, which I may leave or may not, but I got to get that clover out of there for sure. I'm going to do some, I know I want to put, I have some tomato seeds left that I didn't get put in pots, and I'm wanting to just sow them straight in and see what'll come up, let them get up so big if they grow, and then transplant them where I want them. Right here, I thought I would show you if I can pick it up. I hope. I have got, I hope I'm getting it, I can't tell. My asparagus is coming up, and I'm not sure if I'm getting it or not. Well, I've got one long one coming up over there, but I've got one of the bigger pieces that's like for eating size that's coming, poking his head out. But I also am going to plant some, like I said, beefsteak tomatoes. Just, you know, sowing them in a spot in here. I'm going to do some onions, the early Texas onions. I'm going to do, see, I've got, this bed's pretty big. I'm going to be doing some cellosis. Let's see, what else? Eggplants. I had some seed left over for them. I'm just going to put in here. Ground cherries. Yeah, I'll probably do some ground cherries like right over in here. And I'm not going to leave them all in this bed though, because they make pretty big plants. We love to eat ground cherries, and the kids love them. So I'll probably sow them in here, get them to come up, and let them get so big and transplant them. But I thought I would add that in to the video. Okay, I planted seed in this bed. That's eggplants. And right down here, putting patience here. See my little stop I put, that's just a fork, plastic fork I wrote on, a spoon I wrote on. This one, let's see, beefsteak tomatoes are here. Over there are the onions. And if we walk around here, right there we've got some eggplants, and right over here, and then right here is our ground cherries. And the strawberries I just planted here, me and my husband the other day, 2 of them were really looking good. They're blooming. My rose, I had to actually, this rose, if you can see it, let me get in here and show you. Right here, it was right here with this red honeysuckle. The honeysuckle had actually taken the rose, so it bare rooted it, and we planted it, and it's looking really good for being bare root. So hopefully it'll keep flourishing. And I did get all of the dead taken off of these roses, except for, let's see, I got all of it off of that one, except for this one right here. And my husband's going to have to help me on this one, because this is a really big piece of dead that I want to take off about right here at an angle. And my little cutters is not going to cut it. And then this piece, you know, I don't want to try to break that, because this piece that's on here is alive. So I'm wanting to cut it about right here. We've got to figure out how to do that. And then this rose, a very healthy, beautiful rose. I mean, you know, it's beautiful. But when I cut the dead off right here, if if you can see, we've got a hole that looks to be going all the way through. And that kind of worries me. I've tried to remember what my grandmother used to do, and I can't remember. So if any of you have any, you know, thing that you know how to do that might help that, to make sure no boars or anything like that don't get down in there, please do let me know in the comments. Okay, I've finally got this one done. You can see I still got to trim a little dead off that rose. Bleeding heart's looking good. I planted those two little things. Can't remember what they are. They're annuals. There was two of them. One's there and one's right there. Oh, my daughter started planting this little bulb in here, and she's seen a worm. She used to play with worms when she was younger, but now she's scared to death of them. And then over here I got to trim this rose. That's a beautiful orange rose. I did leave these snow glories, and I left some dandelions in there for the bees. The bees have really been working the snow glories. My rose tree looks good. Got to trim this rose. I can't remember what they call that. I think we call it the spider plant, but I don't know what the real name is for it. It's got like a long leggy blooms that comes out. And then I've got that rose, which I had to move from right here because my honeysuckle had took it over completely. And this honeysuckle I can imagine is going to take this trellis. And then we've got a couple strawberries over here that we had to move. The rest of the patch died, so we put them there. And we've got some columbines that's came up. And yes, a dandelion that I left. But finally got done with this bed, and I thought I'd show you. Looks pretty good. But if you enjoyed the video and you liked it, please do click subscribe. Hit that little bell that'll notify you every time I upload a video. And like the video if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. Share our videos if you don't mind. That'll help us get noticed. Our videos get seen more. And hope you have a wonderful day. Happy gardening, soaping, whatever you may be doing today.